Hey there, welcome everybody. I'm just hanging out. How is everyone doing? I somehow screwed something up with all my cameras by putting an overlay, and I can't get rid of the overlay. So I'm just here trying to put everything back together because sometimes I don't understand Ecamm. And that's not doing it, but it keeps coming up, which is really annoying. But, well, there's that one. This pisses me off sometimes. But how's everybody doing? I'm here just gonna fiddle around. What's up, Akar Dojo? How you doing? Pistol Pete 651. How you doing? The one. Okay, good. Dana G. How you doing? Good. That's to help everybody with the building process. If anybody has any suggestions for what to put in there, let me know because that'd be cool to if we need to cover something that needs to be done. So, but hope everybody's doing well. Again, I'm just here for the fun, nothing serious. Again, anybody has any questions about anything in general, just let me know. I'll be happy to help you out. As you can see, everything's all over the place here. This is locked. Let's unlock it. Got all my logos all over the place. This really makes me mad. I had this thing set up ready to go, and then it switched on me, and now I gotta like figure out what happened. I'm still not versed on Ecamm too much. Like I have an overlay here I want to get rid of, but it won't go away because I had all my cameras set up good. Can't wait to see new track. Oh yeah, Kevin's still working on it. There was, of course, my track is that he's making is a thicker material, so, but he figured it out. So, and he's been doing the work of the business at everybody else's stuff. So, hopefully this week, if not next week, I'm good with whatever happens. Just be patient is all you can do. Can't there I am. Can't get too frustrated about things like that because I mean he's trying to keep his business going. Totally understandable. Well, let me fix all this crap that happened. Put this back the way it was. There's one camera there. This is Ecamm is fun though. It's just I'm still trying to navigate some things that I don't know why it does it. I gotta guys don't like to read owner's manual or don't read instructions as I say. So here's the other one. Let me get another camera here. Duplicate that one. Switch it over to the other one. There we go. And then we have of course, I have the timer. Hey, Dave, how you doing? On the ZV1, I'm using it as the, what call it? Timing system. I don't know why I did that. This was the DepthStack camera. All right, cool. Here we go. We'll put this up here. You can see the timing system. But yep, nothing much going on. Just hanging out. I said nothing special. I'm just enjoying myself. I'm putting the people I support here, which is important to me. So I got Slot Invasion, Slot Corner, Racetrack Scenics. I usually put their stuff here when I have displays of things. But here we go. Oh. So I'm fiddling. Hey, John Tucci, how you doing? Tad, how you doing? Oh yeah, your car looks good, Joe. Your NASCAR build. That's gonna be fun watching all those cars there. There's gonna be a That's gonna be a beautiful race because there's a lot of really gorgeous liveries there that are real cool because you know they're actual liveries of actual race cars and stuff. And then the era it looks like we have is pretty good too. That's that 80s 90s era, or actually 90s era, which was pretty cool seeing all those types of sponsors and stuff that they had on the cars. Folgers, Maxwell House. I have the Maxwell House. Joe has the Folgers. you know, Motorcraft, all kinds of stuff. Skull. So it'd be pretty cool. Tide, I think, is one. Jeff Gordon's Rainbow Warrior one. The DuPont. So pretty cool to see all that. Lots of fun. But I got my land barge all set. Got it all ready to go. The H&R chassis built one, and I had to put weight on it, and I was tuning it a little here and there, so I got it down pretty good. So I could send that off to Harry and let him have fun with that and hang out with it. Have the car hang out with him since I'm heading over there in July, so I'll make a trip over there in July. But decaf Folgers. Yep. And so we got an interstate. That's Tad's car. The interstate batteries one. That one's nice too. That's pretty cool. I know Thunderjet was gonna actually be there at Mark's place, and Zippity Doodah is his screen name on HRW Home Racing World forum page. So there's two guys that are actually gonna be there at Mark's along with Harry. So that'd be cool to see that. See them race down there with their cars, and so I have 4 people. So that helps out with the proxy when you have more than 2 or 2 or more. 2 is great. If you have more than 2, it's nice. It just helps out. But 2 is enough, at least for here. We did it with the Midget Madness. It did pretty good. Wasn't too much of an issue. But all right. But anyways, so Quaker State. I'm sorry, I said interstate. Somebody else had an interstate. You had a Quaker State. Sorry, buddy. You're probably saying, "The hell, man." I'm just gonna play around with some cars here. Yeah, Joe, you did yourself well there. Oh, I think he'll be cool looking car. 5.646. 3.225. 2.885. 2.825. 2.755. 2.17. 2.688. 2.731. 2.74. 2.703. 2.648. 2.628. Whoa. Ooh, swung out, got stuck. Track's a little dirty. But, yeah, track's a little dirty. I got rubber all over the place from the Revo slot tires, which are super soft, which I'll probably eventually change them all to urethane because Revo slot tires make a big mess. I haven't wiped the track down since then, so. But, ain't that rubber helps. You can see this thing is gripping good. This is the first scratch build I ever built, of course. Carrera GTO. Yeah, both green, Ted. You ain't kidding. Yeah, somebody else's interstate battery. That's why. Where is the track at, Brian Lee? North Carolina. That's what the NC means after the Area 51 is. Stands for North Carolina, sir. And city area, I would say. Well, I can tell you, it's High Point, North Carolina, the furniture capital of the world. That's where I live. Ooh, 2.541. Yeah. That car is, man, how old is this car? I want to say 4 years old, and man, this thing still rocks. I had to change the motor, that's it, but pretty much the chassis is the stinker chassis build, what this is based off of. Harry's videos. It rocks. Read the comments here. Comments. 3.549. 3.596. 3.411. 3.049. 2.646. 2.599. 2.639. 2.611. 2.619. 2.541 for that GTO, still runs good. Another oldie but goodie here, this Camaro. 11.784. 2.794. 2.728. 2.673. 2.554. 2.568. The cars do get faster as they get older. And this car has improved along with the GTO over time. There, 2.537. All right. What kind of trouble am I into? Not too much. What's up, Frankie Tomatoes? How you doing, John Albright? I'm just fiddling around here. Ooh, nice. Flip over there. Couldn't handle it. Too much, too much. Oh, there we go. 2.5424. Ooh, man. It's moving. Motors away faster just before they blow. Yeah, pretty much. This Camaro had has actually the original Piranha motor, and sooner or later they'll flame out, and then you gotta replace them. So you're right about that, John. All right. Let's on to this one. This one's got the long can in it. Yeah, that's the plan, Ted. We plan on doing that, so. Dojo, I want to build an oval here, but I would have to give up the arcade. Well, don't give up the arcade. He's got a nice track. Ooh, jackknifing. Whoop. Too much motor on this thing. There he goes. There's a little dirty on this one. Have the Rio Toyota tune up good, George. Oh, cool. The GT. Was it the GT? I forget. I have mine up there. the black one with the wheels are all screwed up on them, and I'm getting the wheels tomorrow. I could finish putting that one together. That was one of the grub screws. They shipped them with the wrong grub screws, so I have to take care of that. So hopefully we'll get it. Cool. I'm glad you got it running good. There's so many tricks out there and so many different ways to tune them. I mean, John's got a good proven way. I got a good proven way. Harry does, and so forth. So it's just everybody does it differently. You do it what works for you. See, there's no wrong or right way. There's the way that works for you. So it's totally up to how you tune it for your track. But yeah, I'm glad you got it running good. That's the whole point. I know some people are getting frustrated with it, the car. Some of the guys that didn't really weren't too familiar with it. But cool. Don't mind me. I'm just getting some Windex for my bottle to clean these tires. My outside lane. Well, I know the setup is 15. Oh, excuse me, 14 by 5. So I guess I didn't really bother to measure that part. I just know John the tables or the size of the track is 15 feet in length and uh, 14 feet in length and 5 feet wide. But I never really measured the lane, so you got me on that one. But I'll do that. That's not a bad idea to do that to see what it is. But it's fairly good length. It's the same thing as Harry's track, except for it's 2 feet shorter. Harry's is 16 feet. Clean the tires here. And get some 129.385. 3.704. Alright. I'll have to do that, John. I'll have to measure it for you just to find out. Oh, clean tires, a happy tire. You see that? That's what he did 2.4. There's the 2.3 I know it has. Oop. This motor is a lot bigger in this car. This is a 20,500 long can motor in it. I did this as like a little experiment. This is a Mark Thomas body, which is really gorgeous. It's a Firebird. Really, really nice body. This is a gift casting. He gave me a couple of these, so this is a really nice looking car. Be nice to get another body if I could. Yeah, it was. Once you get these, laid in there good, they all really work well. You know that, John. You're good at tires, man. I know that. I've taken your advice on tires and used it. Here's the rattle pan one. This one's a Mustang. Same size motor. Got lube this a little. Nothing's locking up there. Yeah, 927 gears, John. Yes, sir. Majority of these are. Some have 928, some have 930. Yeah, 927 seems a sweet one, 928. But, I mean, everybody experiments. So, I mean, it's up to you. Person who is making the car what's best. But, Give this one last break. Harry will get some good footage of all the cars. Yeah, he will. He should be able to. This one has a 17,500 can motor in it, so you can see all the difference in time compared to the 20,500. That's why the other one's faster. Ooh. Clean these tires a little. Better. That little grab in there. Oh, still doing it. Right. George, what brand of braid cleaner do you use? I have Inox. Inox 4 was what I used for the Carrera track. Got stuck there. This one, once in a while I use it on here. Not too much, but I mean, it's pretty clean, the braid here. But I'll inspect it, make sure it ain't lifting up, which it hasn't at all. It's pretty laid down pretty good, so, but no issue. Ooh, nice roll. Roll. Yeah, I should have cleaned the track. Yep, it does. This one. It's got a long ass and like a land barge. It's also got the bigger motor too. That's why it's a little bit too much for it. Ooh. Ooh, nice one. I let off it flew. Break, a little bit more break. Oh, nice. Almost went in the spot. time there, sliding. Out of tail on that. Alright, here's the Showdown kit car. What's up, Marty? The Showdown kit car. Got the 18K motor in it. Oh, squeaky controller, ain't that nice? Squeaky little controller. Mm. 12.298. Clean that a little bit. 3.225. 2.905. 2.899. More brake. 3.556. 2.75. 2.687. 2.634. 2.644. 2.62. 2.69. 2.761. 2.711. 2.77. 2.875. 2.673. 2.65. 2.63. 2.636. 2.679. 2.65. One thing about this chassis kit is that I pretty much all full throttle right around this corner. Just juicing. Handles real well. With an 18K motor, it's just a fun car to drive. Julian Lopez, how did you do the other 3 bids? Top left corner, Unreal guys. They're actually cameras, so you see I'll wave. I have 3 cameras and 3 spots. I have my FaceTime camera right here. This is from, it's called Ecamm Live. So Ecamm Live will let you do multiple cameras on like a layout, a scene. Now the timing system camera, the only thing with Ecamm, it's the TrackMate is only window based driven. Hello Shane Shriven, how you doing? It's only Scriven. I'm sorry, that's what you say. I hope I said it right. It's only how would you say, TrackMate is only Windows based operated, so I can't use it on a Mac. I have a Mac computer what I'm using. So what I've done is I have a camera down there on a laptop that's focusing on that screen, and of course I have a HDMI cable connected to the big screen up here, as you can see next to it, and that's what's projecting the time. But Ecamm's great, and it could be a pain in the ass. Like earlier, I had done something. See, I had left that out in the middle in an accident. I had a scene where I wanted to start out with my logo and everything in the music, and then it got laid into the other scene, and I couldn't remove it. So there's little things I still had to figure out, but it lets you put logos and stuff all over the screen, pictures. So it's pretty fun. It's a nice system. I like it. It's like if you pay for the year, you'll pay less. It's like it's pretty up there in dollar wise in years, but if you pay monthly, it's like $39. But it's worth it because you could broadcast, and then you could also bring people on as guests. Marty's used it. I've used it. It's worth the money because you could do a lot more things to it than you would with, I think, Yardstream, which I tried. I don't like Yardstream, and then there's a couple of other ones out there, but to me, Ecamm's the best for the Mac. There is OBS. OBS is okay. Sometimes it's got its little issues. I have OBS downstairs because I have a Windows-based laptop downstairs, so that I had to use OBS for that. So if you go OBS Studios, just search that. That software is free. You could download that, and then you could start hooking multiple webcams, and you create scenes and things, and you can add sound effects if you want. Like, for example, if I want to do this horn, if you could hear it, you can add sound effects. I don't know if you guys heard that. Different things, but it's a fun system. I like it. A program, not a system. I think it works really well, and I just like how I'm able to do the multiple things with it to enhance the viewers, visual spectrum. I used it also for my first proxy, which is the Midget Madness, and that was fun. So, Midget Madness is the midget racer cars. So you don't think I'm talking about actual midgets. Just full throttle around all the way around the corners. Ooh, but you can't do that. That was just lit off. Yeah, you guys, you could build this car real easily with a kit. This kit comes with everything, and you just buy the body. You paint the body and make the interior. But this is a full rolling chassis kit that comes. Yeah, where's the dang box for it? Now I'm gonna have to. Okay, hold on. So what happens when you really get into slot cars? You start building, accumulating stuff, and then you don't know where the stuff is when you want to get it. So hold on a second. I found it. Can't really get it out right now, but so it's anyways, it's a little yellow box. You go to slotcarcorner.com. You could build one of these, and there's videos on how to assemble it too. Not very hard, but that's what you get there. That little fun bit there. You get the slot it. There's the slot it here. 147.417, 2.56, 2.394, 2.397, 2.409, 2.344, 2.334, 2.308, 2.337. Oh, lap there if you can slip. Too much throttle. Too much throttle on turn 4. Or turn 2. Ah, couldn't get it. Alright. It's because I've been drinking. I'm drinking and driving. Yeah, that's alcohol in there. You don't want to know, though. Only time you can drink and drive. Whoa. A little bit better and better each time. We use the sound in 2.276. Ooh. Oh, not too bad. Dusty, you can see you. How you doing, Dusty? So this is one of the. I got these off the forum board. I bought 4 of these. The guy who was selling them, I think I paid 120 for all 4 shipped. I got a good deal on these. This is the first one I've tuned since I've gotten them. I gave one to Dave when he came to visit me, and then I have 2 more up there I need to do, and then I got 2 cars from Scott Culp from War Eagle River. Those have silicone tires, but they're really nice cars. They're the Porsche and the Ford GT40. The Porsche was at 908. That green and yellow one up in the case there you see. I don't know if you can see it in the distance or not. Probably not, because it's on the opposite side of the wall. I don't know if you can see in the other camera, but anyways, pretty cool. I'm not up to date. How's the RTS track coming? It's coming pretty good. Kevin's, he was off today. He'll go back to work tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. I know he was still cutting some pieces. 2 of the bottom sections weren't long enough because I think Johan had made a mistake on the length, so they corrected that. Also, my track is 9 millimeters. Actually, is for 9 millimeter slot. So it's a thicker material. So mine will be kind of like the first time he's making something out of that thick of a material, because the standard one he does is 6 millimeter depth slot on his tracks. Those tracks that are narrower in wood thickness. So it's those he's got set. The ones that are deeper, it was a little bit more challenging, but he's able to figure it out because he usually he's pretty sharp when he's doing things. He's able to figure out what's going on and stuff and correct it easily. Yeah, I gave you the Gunston livery, didn't I, Dave? Yeah, Gunston livery. These cars are addicting, man. Once you get them tuned, the way you tune them yourself. But I use strapping tape, so I have Mazzetti bushings, and I have actually a weight in this thing. It's inside. What I do use for weight, and what I've found out from some guys that race around here, the North Carolina Slot Car Addicts in North Carolina, SNAC, something like that, acronym. But Rob Fowler is the one that runs the group, and there's a couple of real good tuners there, and I asked him, what they use, because the thick stuff. I think the thickest stuff I've seen or the thinnest is so the 24 thousandths. But what I use is what's called golf tape or pickleball tape. That's the stuff right here, and it's super thin. This is 5 mil, so it's really thin. So I could do small layers and then add little at a time. With that car, that's what I did. This Porsche, and I just like how this works. And I also used this for the Mark Thomas proxy car that I made, the Maxwell House car. I was able to lay it down and tune it and see where it needed the weight. But this stuff's super thin. That's why I like it. It's 5 mil. It's on Amazon. It is basically golf tape. It's called 5 mil lead foil tape. They use it for golf clubs and pickleball, it says. But it works good. I'm going to get some more. You could also sling it underneath the car, and it won't stick out a lot to where it would hit a track if you use the thicker stuff. Thicker stuff is good for like scratch built stuff or like the H&R chassis. But I do like that thinner stuff, and that's what I did with this car here. It's got it hooked pretty good on this track. Yeah, 2.254. Yeah, works for me though. All right, let's go to the big car, the land barge I just finished. Time for the big boys. Excuse me. Here's the big boy. This is Junior Johnson's Holly Farms Poultry number 27. Wilkesboro, North Carolina, which is out in the banks. Oops. Hey. Clean them tires a little here. Clean them tires. Comes the burnout. Yeah, you know what? I got the brake. Not enough on this too. Not enough brake. I usually set it at 8 with this big bastard. You gotta remember, this is a bigger car. This is gonna have bigger swing on it. You gotta retrain yourself how to drive certain cars after driving that little slotted Porsche. Ooh. Yeah, it's a pretty good looking car. I like it. I had the scratch belt one, the brass chassis one's going to be also Junior Johnson. It's going to be a Chevrolet Impala. This decal set, it actually had Junior Johnson, excuse me, Junior Johnson um, numbers and livery. So they're both poultry farms, you know, the Holly Farms Poultry. And they came with two different cars on one sheet, so I thought it was a deal. So that's why I got that. So that's why I'm gonna make another Junior Johnson car, but just with the Chevrolet version. So that'll be the brass chassis one. Not bad. She moves pretty. Damn it. Jeez, she moves pretty good. It's a nice looking car. A little Pontiac. So I don't, like I said, I use this H&R body setup. I don't, the body mount thing. It's okay. I mean, it does the job, but I would prefer to use something else. But I did it this way to show people that, you could do this if you want to, do it this way and not worry about mounting the body the traditional way that I would do with scratch building. But, not, not too bad, but it reacts the way it should. See how it does against, when we bring it over in the summer. See how it does against the other cars. But the brass one is up in the tray there and under construction. So it's mostly done, but then you got to paint the body and all that. That takes time with the amount of projects going on. The big project right now is the road course track downstairs. I'm really itching to get that done because I also want to try these cars out on the road course because, I mean, the oval is nothing against an oval. I love the oval, but a road course would be nice to have. So I want to have a road course for, like, the GT cars and the Revo Slotnos, see how they handle around, corners and stuff. And that's the fun part about that. So, but, yep. That one I can send Harry and keep it over there. All right. But that's about it. I'm not doing anything else, so I just do this quick live. It's been about 46 minutes, so hope you guys having a good Sunday, and I'm gonna go ahead and sign out. Yeah, I hope so. We'll see. Hopefully, when it gets done, I still had to put it together, and after putting it together, I'll have to paint it. There's a lot of things I want to do, a lot of ideas I have in my head, so we'll have to see, how everything works out. Yeah, so my downstairs it's empty. There's no track on the table, so it's kind of weird. It's like it's the old track is gone, and all the little things that I've added to it are gone and packed away, and they're underneath the table here, underneath the stable, about 3 or 4 boxes. So, yeah, thank you, Marty. Appreciate that. Anyways, you guys, as always, thanks a lot for coming and stopping by and checking me out. And take care and have fun racing.